So y'all, I have another message from the Lord. This one right here, of course, people ain't gonna believe me. People ain't gonna want to hear what I gotta say. But I'm being obedient to my Father, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay? First of all, I want everybody to know that I will not play with the Lord or try to make up anything just to seem important or just to seem like people gonna say I'm crazy. Hey, they said about Christ. But anyway, so y'all, yesterday, let me just tell you about the weeks I've been having. So lately, I've been having pains. I've been having a headache right here. My back, my lower back been hurting. I've been so tired, stuff like that. So everywhere I go, it was like the Lord was telling me that the Lord want to speak to you. The Lord want to tell you something. So instead of asking, I'm like, Lord, talk to me, Father. Let me know what you're trying to tell me, And I know things like the Lord speak to you through your sicknesses, okay? I just want you to know. Pains, aches, toothaches, ringing in your ears, the Lord trying to get your attention. You need to pray and you need to fast, okay? You need to pray and fast and see what the Lord trying to tell you. Because that's what I've been going through. And I was getting kind of aggravated because I'm like, Lord, I know this you. I know you're trying to get my attention. So why you just don't tell me what you have to tell me? But the Lord move on his own time. So I guess today was the day that the Lord revealed to me. If you go back to my TikTok video I made probably like a week ago or whatever, it was like the Lord real life been having me read Ezekiel, Isaiah, Nehemiah, Jeremiah. Y'all, this is serious, okay? Hold on, y'all. And we all know those stories have the similar message, okay? The Lord is trying to get people attention. He wants his people attention right now, okay? And only the real gonna recognize this message, okay? Because I don't know if nobody else been going through this or not, but the Lord real life been speaking to me about this, okay? So yesterday the Lord had me make a bag, okay? He had me make a bag to where instead of me throwing my Bible and trying to figure out, Lord, what you want me to read today, he simply said, Adele, can you just make a bag and just pull it out the thing? So this is the little bag, the little Bible study bag that I made. And these are all the Bible books, okay? All the verses, all the books in the Bible. And so I asked Jesus, I said, Jesus, okay, today, give me what you want me to read. So yesterday, how I told y'all on my last video that I just posted, he had me reading in Ezekiel. Y'all, mind you mean, I promise to Christ, on God, I will not play with my Father. Boy, you have to fear the Lord, okay? But I'm looking down because I have my notes and stuff like that, okay? So first of all, the Lord want me, because I was not going to bring this out, okay? I was not going to bring it out, but the Lord, he want me to bring it out now, okay? So the other day, but y'all, this was like a month ago, okay? It's in my notes. Not in my notes, it's in my photos. Y'all, you remember when Ezekiel had that vision? And I'm about to read you the vision. So right now, y'all, I'm reading in the book of Ezekiel, okay, chapter 1, a vision of living beings, all right? All right, so this right here says, the heavens were open and I saw the vision of God, okay? As I looked, I saw a great storm coming from the north, driving before it a huge cloud that flashed with lightning and shone with brilliant light, okay? Now, so I'm still in chapter 1, but I'm moving on to verses 10. Okay, y'all, I will post that video. Y'all, I need y'all to stay to the end, okay? The Lord revealed to me, he revealed the same thing he showed Ezekiel. Okay, so that's how I know for sure that the Lord, what I'm about to tell you in this video, that's what the Lord plans right now, okay? So just listen. And you know me, I want you to pause the video towards the end when I post the video, and I want y'all to go in Ezekiel, and I want you to compare what you read and tell me what you see. This is not a lie. I will not play with the Lord your God. I'm not going to play with him. Each had a human face in front of the face of a lion. Okay, each had a human face in the front. The face of a lion on the right side. Okay, hear that part. A face of a lion on the right side and the face of an ox on the left side. Okay, now this is verse 12. Okay, They went in whatever direction in the spirit chose, and they moved straight forward in a direction without turning around. The spirit, that was God, okay? That was God. He was in the I think it was the cherubim, yeah, the cherubim with like God's throne, okay? I seen God's throne, yeah, and the Lord is so intentional, like real talk. He wanted us to be exposed. Cause I was like, well, Lord, I'm not gonna post that picture until you tell me to post it. So 2 months later, the Lord putting it on my mind right now that He want me to speak on it. Okay, do you not? This is what I just wrote down because I was reading my Bible. He had me write down on a sticky note. Do you not recognize my anger through Israel? Now, we all know the war that's going on right now in Jerusalem, okay? God's city. All right? That's why the Lord had me reading all this. I've been reading this. I'm like, Lord, I'm ready to get out Ezekiel and like Isaiah and them. I'm ready to get out the war. I'm ready to get out of it. Y'all just listen. Do you not recognize my anger through Israel? America, turn to the Lord, your God, or you too will experience it. Experience the wrath of heaven's army. Y'all, I swear to the living God. So, okay, I wrote this down, and then like I had to write something else on the back. My bad, y'all. I had to write something else on the back, so I flipped it over, and I'm like, man, I'm not about to go in here and tell nobody that. I was like, I'm probably tripping, y'all. Cause the Lord, He keep like the Lord warring with me, telling me, tell the people this. So I turned over the sticky note so that it lay flat, the paper, so it don't just be flapped up. Man, I heard the Lord told me to post with like what He's saying. Look what this say on the back. Post it. When I turned over this, it said post it. Girl, when I tell you I got nauseous in my stomach, I'm like, Lord, this why you have me telling my parents and them to start growing their own crops and stuff like that. Okay, let me bring you some knowledge. Well, we know all knowledge comes from the Lord. Let me humble myself. Now I'm reading from Ezekiel chapter 8, all right, verses 12 through 18. Idolatry in the temple. Okay, then the Lord said to me, Son of man, have you seen what the leaders of Israel are doing with their idols in dark rooms? They are saying, the Lord doesn't see us. He has deserted our land. Then the Lord added, come and I will show you even more detestable sins than these. He brought me to the north gate of the Lord's temple, and some women were sitting there weeping for their god Tammuz, something like that. Have you seen this? He asked. But I will show you even more detestable sins than these. Then he brought me into the inner courtyard of the Lord's temple, at the entrance to the sanctuary. Between the entry room and the bronze altar, there were about 25 men with their backs to the sanctuary of the Lord. They were facing east, bowing low to the ground, worshiping the sun. Have you seen this, son of man? He asked. It is nothing to the people of Judah that they commit these detestable sins, leading the whole nation into violence, thumbing their noses at me and provoking my anger. Therefore, I will respond in fury. I will neither pity nor spare them. Although they cry for mercy, I will not listen. Okay, I don't know. First of all, the Lord had me wrote this down too, because you got to know this right here. Learn that the fear of God is key to all wisdom and knowledge. If you don't fear the Lord, it is pointless to pray for anything else. You need to pray for fear of the Lord, okay? Because He ain't playing. With that being said, the government come to my mind. Okay, just how I was telling y'all in the Bible verse, it was saying how in the room they doing unseen things to the world. We don't know what's going on, but the Lord see all these things. The same thing. First of all, let me tell you something. Use your eyes, okay? Listen. Read your Bible, okay? That's why the Lord be telling you to read your Bible. I know sometimes I be like, Lord, I do not feel like reading the Bible, but it's the reason why He wants you to read the Bible. Because the word in the Bible is come on, y'all, the Bible is real life revealing itself on earth. Right now, today, okay? Everything that's happening in the Bible is happening now. Pay attention. Use your eyes. Stop letting, pray. Stop letting Satan blind you from the truth, okay? On the real, I've been seeing Trump as well. Trump, you promote violence, putting God with that. Trump, is you serious, son? Like, God do not promote violence, okay? First of all, you trying to block out his people from coming to America. Second of all, you trying to use violence and war. That's not of the Lord, okay? So stop putting God, guns, and war on your shirts, okay? Y'all repost this video, because, like, yeah, like, the Lord want me to speak on this, and I'm speaking on it. That's why young people, please start looking at the news. Learn about what's going on. Then the Lord had me in Ezekiel still, chapter 14, verses 18 through 21. The idolatry of Israel leaders. But first of all, let me hit 14. Okay, and the Lord put this on my mind too. He said, even if Noah, Daniel, and Job were there, their righteousness would save no one but themselves, says the sovereign Lord. So believers like us, the ones who we know that the Lord called, or not just like called, like believers, like Christians, period. You praying and all that, it must be wicked. It gotta be bad, okay, in this land right now, because the Lord is saying, even if we was to pray, the Lord will not hold back his anger, okay? Now I'm about to read verses 18 through 21 from chapter 14. Okay, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, even if those 3 men were there, they wouldn't be able to save their own sons or daughters. They alone will be saved, or suppose I will pour out my fury by sending an epidemic into the land, and this disease kill people and animals alike. As surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, even if Noah, Daniel, and Job were there, they wouldn't be able to save their own sons and daughters. They alone would be saved by their righteousness. Now, this is what the sovereign Lord says. How terrible it will be when all 4 of these dreadful punishments fall upon Jerusalem. War, famine, wild animals, and disease destroying all her people and animals. So y'all remember on that video I just posted, son? This happened like now. Okay, so I posted a video this morning talking about a situation, how I was just watching Daniel. I woke up, wanted to watch Daniel. So then I pulled from my little Bible thing, because I was finished with Ezekiel. Okay, and I just kept feeling you're going to be reading Daniel next. Or I kept, like, just something about Daniel. So then after that, I pulled from it. I asked the Lord to give me what you want me to read. After that, man, I pulled out Daniel. So I started reading Daniel, the book of Daniel. Okay, and he had me in chapter 9, and he want me to read verse 11. Man, mind you me, as I wrote down verse 9, chapter 11, remember how I told y'all, it just shocked me, y'all. Y'all remember how I told y'all I've been seeing 911? I've been seeing 911 everywhere. Like on the time, on TV, I just been seeing 911. Okay? So, Daniel 911, son. I wrote that down, and I'm like, oh my God, Lord, 911? My stomach got sick again. I said, oh my God, Lord, this really about to take place if your people don't change. Okay? So now I'm in chapter 9 in the book of Daniel. Daniel's prayer for his people. All Israel has disobeyed your instruction and turned away, refusing to listen to your voice. Now that's chapter 9, verse 11. Okay? Now I'm just speaking for the Lord. Take it how you want. You don't listen, hey, deal with God. Okay, and also the Lord, I'm going to read this. Okay, in chapter 9, this was verse 2. During the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, learned from reading the word of the Lord. He learned all this from reading the word of the Lord. As revealed, Jeremiah the prophet in Jerusalem must lie desolate for 70 years. So I turned to the Lord and pleaded with him in prayer and fasting. I also wore burlap and sprinkled myself with ashes. I prayed to the Lord my God and confessed, O Lord, you are great and awesome God. You are always fulfill your covenant and keep your promises of unfailing love to those who love you and obey your commands. Okay, but we have sinned and done wrong. We have rebelled against you and scorned your commands and regulations. We have refused to listen to your servants, the prophets, who spoke on your authority, our kings and princes and ancestors, and to the people of the land. Lord, you are in the right, but as you see, our faces are covered with shame. This is true of all us, including the people of Judah and Jerusalem and Israel. Okay? Now, I'm still in chapter 9. This is verse 8. O Lord, we and our kings, princes, and ancestors are covered with shame because we have sinned against you. Okay, chapter 9. But the Lord our God is merciful and forgiving. Even though we have rebelled against him, we have not obeyed the Lord our God, for we have not followed the instructions he gave us through his servants and prophets. All Israel has disobeyed your instruction and turned away, refusing to listen to your voice. Okay, so now the solemn curses and judgments written in the law of Moses, the servants of God, have been poured down on us because of our sin. No cap, y'all. So lately I've been seeing buku rabbits in the yard. Okay, so before I even hit this message right here, I was like, I real life had went look it up because it's this lady on YouTube. You know, me and her must have a connection or something because the Lord sent me right to her video. He was like, go watch what 911 is about. Okay. Y'all, I don't know if I said it or not because I messed up my... Anyways, but I found this lady on YouTube before I even tell y'all about the rabbits, okay? And her name is Quine or whatever. We must be connected. I don't know if I said that, y'all. I'm sorry because I can't delete this video. So with that being said, she was saying how the hour, okay? A watch, an hour. So then... I'm like, okay, she's saying this about an hour. I've been seeing buku rabbits for a long time in his yard. You feel me? And my daddy, he can't even get the rabbits out his yard for no reason. You feel me? So the Lord put on my mind, he said, go look up what a rabbit mean in the Bible. Let me rephrase that. It's not in the Bible, but I went and look it up to see what rabbits meant in biblical history. It's crazy because right now it's 3:33. Ain't no angel numbers. This is just facts. Divine presence. Okay. In the Mosaic law, rabbits were considered unclean animals and were not to be eaten or used as sacrifices by the Israelites. This was because rabbits chew the cud and do not have a split hoof. So I'm not going to get too much into the rabbit because I can't find what I found the last time. So I'm going to let that go. Take this back to the Lord, like real talk. This is the God honest truth, okay? And I'm going to post that video, y'all, and I want y'all to go read Ezekiel chapter. I took that picture on July 31st. That's what my camera roll say. And y'all, picture how I didn't even realize that on it said sign, like the Lord was pointing, you know, from the light, like the green arrow was saying sign, and then it actually said sign. But when I went back like a week ago and look at the picture, because it laid on my mind to go look at the picture, it said sign, like I'm giving you a sign. So y'all, pause the picture. You can screenshot it, share it with people, y'all. Go read that, compare it, because y'all, the Lord is speaking. Do not ignore his voice. Peace and believe.